Hi, boys and girls. We are going to be going over a poem here. So if you notice on the screen that you can see the poem, it's called Nobody's Home But the Dog. So a poem is a story, okay? It tells a story. It may not always have complete sentences, which is going to be really, really weird for us, but you guys should recall from us reading Shel Silverstein poems all the time and almost every single day in class that poems don't always have to have complete sentences, right? They don't always have to rhyme either. Okay, that's one of the misconceptions about poems. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the poem. Then we're going to think about the different words that it uses in the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and even at the end of the story. And then we're going to think about how the size of these words actually contributes to telling us what's happening in the story. Okay? So let's begin reading the story. And then there's some questions at the end that you guys are going to need to answer. So you should probably have a sheet of paper, okay? Nobody's home but the dog. Ding dong, woof, woof. Ding dong, woof. Knock, knock, woof, woof. Knock, knock, woof. Bang, bang, growl, growl. Bang, bang, growl. Step, 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 step. All right. Let's take a look at the questions. Now, we're not going to answer the questions here within the recording. You guys are going to join our Zoom meeting at 10 o'clock on April 20th, okay? And we're going to answer these questions together. So when you come to the Zoom meeting, you should have the answers to these questions with you, okay? And including your math as well, because we're going to be doing a math lesson in a different video, okay? So we'll go over both of those. So that's going to be our class time, not for instruction, but for us to go over the things that we learned in these videos, okay? I know it's a little bit different. All right. So what does this poem tell? So you're going to write that down. Number 2, what's one of the first things that you noticed that happened in this story? And feel free to read the questions exactly the way that they are, but you guys know how I am. I don't tend to like to read the questions exactly the way that they are. Number 3, what took place in the middle of this story? What happened in the middle of the story? Number 4, what happens at the end of the story? Why do you think that the words in the last line got smaller? And number 5, how does this ending conclude the action of the story? So conclude means end, right? We always talk about conclusions. That's just a different variation of the word, okay? So conclude, it's still like a conclusion. It still means to end, right? Okay, so make sure you guys get all 5 of those questions answered. Come prepared with those answers to our first Zoom meeting on April 20th, okay? All right, guys.